By the way,
By the way, stop calling it chai tea. That's like asking. That's like me asking you if you want a coffee.
Right.
Go ahead.
I got chastised by Go House for the
Did
last.
it hurt?
Well,
Matty Daddy and the Midget Podcast. Matty Daddy and the Midget Podcast. Matty Daddy and the Midget Podcast. Matty Daddy and the Midget Podcast.
I'm pregnant. I do not want to touch his ass.
not this time.
Okay.
I warmed up first. He apparently I said, and I quote, "As far as I know, he's still a Knicks fan." And he said, "Motherfucker, why wouldn't I still be?" It's got a good point.
Well, I don't know if he's aware, but I'm pretty sure the Celtics have beaten him 3 times this season.
Well,
And he said that?
what?
And he's a Knicks fan?
Yeah.
So that's what he's running from.
Well,
And welcome back to Matty Daddy and the Midget Podcast.
easy boca.
I am Matt. You okay?
No, I'm fine. Go
Okay.
ahead.
I am Matty Daddy. I got 2 parrots in a lifeboat. I talked to Angel Dark this morning. God can bring me up, but you, sir, can never take me down. Simonson, and I'm here with...
Sounds like a Bryce Mitchell quote. Jake Hoodless. The Midget Hillsaback.
Seems like I put more effort into my nickname than you did. But speaking of Hoodless, speaking of Bryce Mitchell, do you see
Same thing.
Well, do you see Bisbing had him on the pod again?
No, I didn't.
Well, it wasn't the pod. It was just like an interview they did together. It's like 40 minutes. I would highly recommend checking that out.
Was it as good as the Believe You Me one?
It was hilarious. It's just always so good. At one point, Bryce or Bisbing was like, "Yeah, this one time I thought I heard voices, and I mean, I get punched in the face for a living, and I was hurt, so I was on these fucking pain meds, and I said, Rebecca, do you hear those voices?" She's like, "Michael, you just settle down, Michael." And then Bryce Mitchell would come in and be like, "That's Jesus talking to you." I butchered it, but it was
That should have
something.
been your nickname.
It was something to that effect. And you know what? Bryce Mitchell is my favorite flat earther in the whole flat world.
I would have to agree with that because I don't know that many other ones. But do you believe in evolution?
I do.
It's bullshit.
It's a lie from Satan.
You're gonna want to turn that down. I said that.
Oh
out loud.
no, I heard it in my ears.
Mhm.
But he has another good thing about that I completely agree with. Like he made more sense on this episode. Yeah, he's got a tough fight against Josh Emmett this weekend.
Yeah.
10 days notice or something like that. I don't know.
I bet.
Speaking of tough squirts, we got a lot to talk about on this fucking the 68th episode of Matty and the Midget Podcast.
It's about guys.
Where do you want to start?
The beginning.
This is where you say, well, there's a lot of things, and then
Well,
I search for.
See, if I were to think about it, long and hard like a cock,
Well,
I'd probably switch my TV over to Netflix and turn on Top Cock. Great new episode on there.
no
Um,
one knows what you're talking about.
You haven't seen Top Cock?
No, but I will tell you this. Sorry, keep going.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
No, let's look at this.
Yeah.
Hey, you go to the gym sometimes?
Never.
Well,
Who's Jim?
let's look at this. I have a brother-in-law named Jim.
No, you don't.
Shout out. I really do.
Hey, excuse me. Are you finished with that machine?
Yeah, I actually am.
Okay, thank you.
Well,
Relatable.
what do you think? General Tso's or Orange Chicken?
Was she Asian?
Yeah.
I'm just going to tell you this right now.
Can you do it without throwing
I'm
up into my
I
ear hole?
have acid reflux.
No, you don't.
I do apologize to the fans. Something's fucked up inside me.
Well,
But
that I can agree with.
blonde Asians turn me on.
There's something there.
Yeah, it's like normal Asian. Blonde Asian.
I can't help but notice you didn't specify a gender for the blonde Asians, because there's some blonde male Asians.
Oh, no. They need to be burned alive.
No.
Oh, no. No. Who's that? The Priscilla from Family Guy? Or
I need more lemon pledge, yeah.
Dude, we got a lot of things to talk about.
Yeah, we said that.
UFC 296. I'm saying it again. UFC 296 this Saturday.
This Saturday.
To break the fourth wall, it's a Wednesday. We're
Wow.
recording this, and we're a little bit bummed out because the press conference is tomorrow.
It is.
And we'd really like to react to that, but with times and shit, and times is changing, and, with the time zone, it just didn't work out. Settle down, black hands. And, Kevin Hart's got the white hands.
He's got white
Your
hands.
black hands. It just wasn't going to work out like that, but they did have the media day for the fucking stacked UFC 296 main card and great prelims
Yeah.
all around too.
Like a tower of Jenga. Stacked. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, but we have that. Both of our favorite teams are doing really well in separate sports right now. I'm a Celtics fan, hence the green. You're a Cowboys fan, hence the coral. And we'd like to talk about them a little bit. So we're gonna do that.
Is that first?
No, well, I don't know. You know how this shit goes.
Well, if this podcast goes like every other podcast we've done, everything we bring up at the beginning of the show, we'll never get back to.
Draymond Green punched a white guy, but no one's speaking hate crime. And he might be, gone for a while.
Indefinitely.
Might even be gone from the team with his fucking recent attitude. He's already put Rudy Gobert in a headlock. And
Renick could choke.
And
He didn't have the hooks in, but
Did you see what he did to Nurkic?
I told you I
Wait,
didn't.
yeah.
I'd love to. We'll get to that some other time.
Well, I want to get to this because otherwise I'm going to forget,
Okay.
and then remind me to go back to that.
Okay.
But do you remember the other day we were talking about Ring camera footage?
Yeah.
And something weird happened to my house. Someone left some spaghetti with a fork in it or whatever, and
The
you're
lid
like,
was off. No lid.
no lid, which is the odd part.
Lidless Tupperware with spaghetti in it is the wildest thing I've ever heard.
Lidless.
Lidless.
But and we'll get to that too, maybe.
Yeah.
But and I was talking to you, and you're like, why don't you get a ring bell or something? I'm like, I don't want to know what goes on outside of my house when I'm not actively looking outside, right?
Well,
Because that shit's scary.
sometimes even when you're actively looking outside, you don't know what's going on.
Well,
Like your
But-
door handle falling off.
yeah, that was odd. But I told you about this. I don't want that because I saw this one ring bell camera footage that was. Remember that? Do you
No, I
remember that?
remember.
We started talking about
I
fucked
remember.
up ring bell camera footage.
I told you all that I watch on Twitter is wild fucking Ring video doorbell.
And you saw the creepy girl, hello, whatever. I don't know what she does.
I don't remember.
I told you about this one that I saw on YouTube. Crazily,
Go ahead.
oddly enough. See, sometimes you just got to switch.
Oh, you fully
words.
switched your
Well,
statement.
We're here for a good time, not a long time. So, oddly enough, I found the exact video, and I seen this video on YouTube. I found it on Instagram a couple days later.
Nah,
You want to see it?
I do. I love fucking Ring doorbell footage.
Well, give a caution to our fans that this may not be suitable for all ages. Quick.
Viewer discretion is advised.
All right, let's take a look at this.
Criminals in Joe's America are getting pretty brazen. Pay attention and stay safe out
All
there.
right, no, fuck that. I'm
Yeah.
not listening to David.
Can you explain
Harris
it?
Jr. So this guy is posing. This is during COVID. This guy's posing as like a late night UPS, delivery man, right?
Sure. He's got the get up. Looks like
Let's see what he says. Oh, actually, we don't have to hear his voice anymore. Cool.
Parcel for you, mate. Dude, I'll put it on your door and take it because coronavirus.
So he's got to take a picture of it to prove that he is at least what he claims. But then watch what happens. Jump. Look. 1, 2, 3 more dudes come in. They're all black. I'm not saying nothing. I'm just
Criminals
saying.
in Joe's America
Fuck.
are getting pretty brazen.
Unfortunately, what that Instagram clip doesn't show, which the YouTube video does show, you could probably look it up if you want. You hear brutal.
Right here.
So you hear brutal screams for the next like 3.5.
Oh, I heard a
minutes.
couple of them. Sure.
So the guy who opens the door and then gets attacked, he gets either shot or stabbed in the fucking face.
Can we hold this thought real quick?
I mean, really?
You're right. I'll call her back.
Yeah, I mean, so, but that's my Stone Cold impression. But this dude gets brutally stabbed, and then it's just a bunch of weird shit. I don't know. I'll check it out on YouTube. It's pretty fucked up.
Well, I like fucked up things. Did you ever find that drive-by video for me?
No, I don't even remember which one you're speaking
She's
of.
calling me again.
Just fucking
It's
answer
gotta be
it.
important.
My undies,
Yes, dear?
35% off.
Okay.
If she's going to call, put it on speaker.
Just go see if the breaker flipped again.
I have to deal with this every day. This fucking guy.
Okay. Was it out? It's not that one. It's the bottom right one. It's 2 breakers in one. Flip it to the right and then back to the left.
Blue Chew. Let's talk about sex. That's what they say now. I don't know why. It gives me. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, okay. I'll look at it when I go.
I'd rather not talk about sex when I'm listening to Booker T review CM Punk versus Seth Rollins, you know?
I wasn't listening.
Especially when he says it. He's like, yeah, fam, you're in the Hall of Fame. Let's talk about sex.
Well, water
So
heater is
the
out
breaker
again.
was tripped and the water heater is out again.
It's the second time the water heater's been tripped on the breaker. I don't know what's going
Well,
on.
didn't you say you fixed it?
I just turned it off and back on, like you do with the breaker. I thought it was from, we had a fucking transformer blow somewhere near our house and we lost power for like an hour last weekend. I thought that caused the breaker to blow for the water heater.
Did he call Michael Bay?
Why is he doing transformers?
He did it for you.
Was it this one?
I don't know. That's what I'd call him and find out.
Maybe he caused that. Maybe right. Anyway, I thought that caused the breaker for that to flip, but it just did it again, I guess, and I don't know why. So, hoodless. Anyway, continue with your story, please.
So we got a lot to talk about UFC 296, and we're going to get into that, but we don't like to fucking alienate our fans. And if we do, then maybe we call Ridley Scott and see what his opinion on the whole Transformer thing is.
UFO.
But before we get to that, let's get to some fighting in the NBA. You hear about this fucking Draymond Green thing that happened last night?
I saw something about it. I didn't see the...
He punched Yusuf Nurkic in the fucking face, and then later he went to the. He got ejected after that, but later he went to the post game press conference, and he said he would like to apologize to Yusuf Nurkic, and he's like, "And you guys know me. If I did something intentional, I would never apologize for it. But that shit was unintentional." Now, I want you to be the judge here.
Show me this unintentional punch.
Let's look at this.
You want me to read that?
No, we'll get to it. I don't know. This might be the wrong clip.
What's going on with him? I don't know. Personally, I feel like that brother needs.
Oh, man. Well, that's going to be a flagrant. And now they're going to just try to decide.
They put this shit out of order. That fucked me up, but
I mean,
It's going to be at least
all right, take a look
one,
now.
Could be a 2.
You see how this could be an accident anyway?
Yeah, he's just turning around.
Yeah, you just turn around with the full fucking roundhouse fist.
You don't turn around with your fist clenched, with the arm all the way out. If I had $1, dude.
So what do you think about that?
Either he was being super fucking.
The more you watch it, the worse it gets.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I've seen this clip a few times.
The first time it played, I thought there was a chance he was just being flamboyant and.
But why? Why would you ever like? Is he like? Is he studying for a backup career and as a ballerina?
Oh, okay.
I mean, what is he doing? A spinning corset?
I think I might actually have this debunked. If you look, Nurkic kind of pulls on his jersey a little bit, and he might be like, he's pulling on me. Like he's throwing his arms up to the ref. Like, look.
Draymond Green knows he's playing basketball, right?
It's Draymond Green. Dude can't even breathe without his mouth
Let's
open.
look at this one more time, and then let's see what Nurkic has to say about it.
Okay, that's a punch.
And if Nurkic is pulling on Draymond's jersey, I feel like it's as if your daughter is pulling on the bottom of your shirt saying, Dad, can we get ice cream?
Do you know how
That's the equivalent of what just happened.
It's a good thing that she's shorter than me because this is what I do every time.
But she's just like, at least 6 inches shorter than you, so you miss.
Exactly. It goes over her head. Did you see that?
No.
It's Wednesday.
Well, can you just read it to me?
Jim Cornette experience.
Oh, it's probably from like 3 weeks ago, though.
The holiday
spirit.
spirit.
Are you on Apple, though?
Apple
Yeah, I
Podcasts.
don't have that. Oh, and speaking of that, it is the holiday MDATM experience. So we're going to talk about maybe what ham you cook and how you smoke it.
That's probably the gist of what we'll talk about for that. If
Well, may I
reputation-
suggest this?
suggest?
Let's look at Juice of Nurkic, what he had to say about it.
If you hate
Yeah,
America so much and you don't.
Oh, he changed accents quick.
Sorry, that's the wrong clip.
What's going on with him? I don't know. Personally, I feel like that brother needed help. And I'm glad he's not trying to choke me, but at the same time, it nothing to do with basketball, man. Like, I'm just out there trying to play basketball, they're swinging.
100%, man.
Well, yeah, whatever he said.
You didn't hear that?
kidding.
Okay. That's good.
Comedy podcast, guys.
Oh, it is?
Thought so.
Well, let's laugh a little.
That's rich.
The sleigh bells jingling, ring ting
tingling
tingling.
too.
Oh, what lovely. Let's look at this.
Yeah. Here's a
Here's a
Feeling a
Mexican.
little better. I was feeling sick these last 2 days. I never know, like, if you should masturbate or not when you're sick. Does anybody else wonder that? Like, do you not do it to preserve your energy? Or do you let the toxins out? Feeling a little.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I related to that because, we have first world problems here at the MDATM podcast.
First and second.
I mean, we live in America, but let's be honest. We live in fucking Iowa. I mean,
It's kind of a third world.
it's kind of like a first and a half world.
First and a
But
half, huh?
you had a knot in your neck.
Yeah.
You want to tell the folks about that?
It was, when you get a knot.
No, I was just going to talk about, I wanted you to talk about when I was a good friend and massaged your.
Can I get to it?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Can I be Matty over explained for a minute?
Yeah, go for it.
So, you know how when you get muscles tangled up into a knot, it just hurts to move, You get that
Slip
big
knot.
ball somewhere.
Big balls.
It was absolutely murdering me for like an hour and a half at the end of my workday. I get here, and this beautiful soul over here, I tell him about it. I go, it's not my neck. Do you have any fucking aspirin or something? Take care of it. He's like, I'll rub you out. And right there in his kitchen, he rubbed it out for me. That's a good dude.
Well, I got a syringe first. I'm like, here's some hair on, and then and I put some elbow grease on it.
Hair on.
And he felt
The bird?
Well, you felt better after that, right?
No, it went away. I think he got her.
Did it really?
You fucking whittled that thing down to straight.
My fucking back hurt this morning, and I could not feel my legs for most of the day.
Pinched nerve.
And no, I think it's cancer.
Probably cancer.
But then you said, what, yesterday when you were here? You thought you saw a ghost?
Well, I thought it was your dog moving in this room.
But he was in the other room.
But he was on the couch.
And if my landlord's watching, which we know she is,
in the garage.
He definitely wasn't in the house. He's not in the house.
Yeah, outside somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know where.
God knows where. Fuck him.
If you see him, call me.
Well,
he's white. So what now?
What were we at?
So I was rubbing you out.
Yeah, we already passed that though.
Oh, you saw a ghost in my house.
Oh, right. I saw this flash of white.
Technically in this room,
room,
right?
because we were in the kitchen.
Well, don't tell them how the outlay
through
of
the hallway.
house looks.
The house is a circle.
Yeah.
So I was watching the kitchen TV. The game's on.
Yeah.
And I saw this flash of white from my peripherals into this room. I'm like, is your dog in the fucking laundry room and just walked across or something? And you checked, and then I show him a flashlight into the living room or whatever, and the fucker's on the couch. And it creeped me out, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
And I said, what the fuck is that white bitch not doing in the basement?
Oh, you got a white bitch?
Well, last I knew, she was tied to the radiator. But
should check on that.
That was Ralph Barbosa. What do you think about that? Just
that's pretty good.
I think he's hilarious, man.
He's funny. He's funny.
He's so great.
Mm-hmm.
So, a lot of things to talk about. You want to talk about the Cowboys? That's kind of recent. What, they just beat the Eagles?
Yeah.
By 20 points?
You gotta think of the situation right now.
So Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Apparently, no, go ahead.
They also just lost by like 20 points to the Niners. Who did they just play? This is the second game they lost in a row.
They won against the Eagles.
The Cowboys did. I'm talking about the Eagles.
Oh,
their
okay.
last game.
I was gonna say. Yeah, still they're fucking.
They're on a losing skid right now, and we took advantage of it.
9-4. Do you know the Detroit Pistons? You know the Detroit Pistons have lost 20 games in a row, and the San Antonio Spurs have lost 17 games in a row?
I did not know
This is
that.
active.
Like right now?
Like
right now. Hang on, I gotta figure this out. Yeah, the Niners.
No, they lost the Niners.
Niners beat them 42.
Me, you, and Jimmy were watching that
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just having a bad time right now. Cowboys kicker actually outscored
Aubrey.
Actually outscored the entire Eagles team.
He had more than 13 fantasy points?
He had 15 points. He hit a 59 and a 60-yard field goal in that game.
Well, that's cool because I benched him for the fucking Miami kicker in that week.
Well, that was stupid.
Tell me about it.
No wonder you're in last place.
So tell me more.
Like, does he have a car?
Sure.
About what? The Cowboys?
Yeah. How you feeling?
I'm actually...
Seems like Dax Prescott is really making a run for a MVP type season.
He actually, after that game on Sunday, he jumped Jalen Hurts and is now the biggest favorite on sportsbooks for MVP this year.
Some people are saying Tyreek Hill as well.
He's having a hell of a year.
Yep.
Yeah. But no, this whole year I've said and I've thought that the Cowboys defense was very good. They got a good defense.
Top 3 defensive players on the Cowboys. Go.
Do they have to be active or can they be injured currently?
Just of the team of this year.
Trayvon Diggs, cornerback. He's actually out right now with fucking torn ACL. He had the most interceptions. He set the record last year. Micah Parsons, one of the best fucking defensive linemen I've ever seen in my life.
Mm-hmm.
This kid is special. This is his rookie year.
Oh, really? I know the name, but I can't put a face on his ass.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's his rookie year. And then we got DeMarcus Lawrence, defensive line as well.
DeMarcus Ware, what a legend. Now, you got to fuck one, marry one, kill one, go.
Those three?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to kill DeMarcus Lawrence. I'm going to marry Micah Parsons and fuck Diggs.
Okay.
You want to know why?
Not really.
Yeah, me too.
All right, Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift, and then the quarterback of the Giants, fucking Jewish agent. Fuck one, marry one, kill one, go.
Oh, I'm marrying that Jewish agent.
Same.
That dude is hilarious. He just gets more and more Italian every time I see him.
I would just spoon feed that dude ravioli as I'm spooning him in bed.
A lot of spoons.
Wow.
Good list. I'm going to. I think I'm going to fuck Travis Kelce.
Well, you're a big Swiftie, though.
I've always been a Swiftie.
That's what I was going to say.
I was a Swiftie before it was cool.
You really were.
I was driving around Okoboji with Joe Cook blasting the debut album of Taylor Swift.
No, I know. I'm your defense.
Thank you.
In this, I'm your Micah Parsons in this case, because I remember like it being 2008 and hearing you were a Swiftie fan, and I'm like, I'm listening to South Park Mexican, and I'm like, this guy's gay.
Teardrops on my guitar.
And then you got married and didn't invite me to the wedding, and I'm like, definitely gay. Sorry.
I wasn't there either, to be honest.
Checked out.
Body double.
AI.
Well.
Allen Iverson, shout out. I heard he was at your wedding.
Yeah. You got the invite.
Well,
every goddamn time. That's going to be...
Let's take a look at this.
Can you play that before fucking ads like Norman's Watch?
Sure.
Thank you. Government. Work from home. UFC fighters. Jail. I don't know.
No, it's actually Jamal Hill.
No, I'm aware of who it is. He got arrested.
But...
Well, I wasn't even going to say that it was domestic violence. Because
yeah, but we both got that in our timeline at the same time. We're like, oh, no.
Yeah. Like,
former,
oh, my God.
Former UFC light heavyweight champion. We're like, what bitch did he beat?
Yeah.
And he just whooped his brother's ass. It's like, come on.
What bitch didn't make a sandwich right? You know?
I know. They really ducked up that one. Hey, what do you think about this?
You've heard of Elf on a Shelf. Well, here's...
Will on a Bill.
No, it's Cuck on a Duck.
What?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Uh-huh.
You know, you might be right, because he's not actually on the bill. I thought it was Will on a...
That's Cuck on a Duck. Check the comments.
See a cuck?
Well, his wife was banging that fucking kid for...
Their son's friend, I believe.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of cucks...
Entanglement.
Speaking of cucks, let's take a look at this. And we got a lot of other things to talk about.
Here's a cuck. I told you it was going to happen.
So no context at all for our just audio listeners. And I thought that was going to be something different. It was the wrong thing.
I mean,
but
great clip.
You
should really head over to our Matty Daddy 316 on YouTube and check it out. Like, subscribe.
I don't think it's on there.
Hit the notification bell.
But he posted something crazy, and this is what...
I mean, if they're watching, they can go to YouTube. Then. If they're just listening.
I don't... Well, he posted something crazy. So, you know, he started getting all this hate recently. His wife. I think we talked about it in the last pod, didn't we?
Yes, we did. He was sitting at the table, I believe.
You want to sum that up for our fans who might not know who Ian... Actually, you know what? This is how crazy Well, let me play this first.
Okay. I'm going to punch you in the face.
It's fucking... Ever since I downloaded that ESPN app.
No, that's not ESPN. That's some bitch wanting to tell you how many yards away the deer was.
You know what? I think maybe we didn't talk about this yet. but we should get into it. Okay,
I
because every other MMA podcast is shying away from it because they're like, "Oh, I don't want to get into someone's marriage." Well, we do.
We do, 100%. We do.
Yeah.
Might as well look up some fucking hot bikers while we're at it.
I get it.
Yeah.
So Ian Gary, he was getting so much hate, deservedly so, because he brought it upon himself.
Yeah.
You know, he's calling him the greatest thing since sliced bread. He's trying to be the next Conor McGregor because he's from Ireland, and he's really fucking good. He's like 14-0. He hasn't faced that much great competition. He's fighting this weekend against a former teammate in Vicente Luque, against out of his main gym, which is Kill Switch. But this guy has been fucking gym hopping so much, he got kicked out of Leon Edwards' gym. There's talks about him getting KO'd at Kill Switch by a teammate, and no one wants to say who it is, but a lot of people are speculating that it's Gilbert Burns.
I think so.
This motherfucker, and he also is dating a 40-year-old lady. He's like 25 or 26. Yeah, they're married. And
don't forget he took her last name.
Yeah, so now he went from Ian Gary to Ian Machado Gary, which is his wife's last name. I'm not trying to get too in the weeds here, but he started getting a lot of hate after the fight leading up to the Neil Magny fight, which he won. But Neil Magny said something like, "I'm going to beat Ian Gary like I beat my kids." And Ian Gary switched that around and, "Oh, this guy's a child beater. Sit down and shut up and do as you're told." And this motherfucker, he got so much hate from the fans. Like in the last probably 2 months, he fucking disabled his comment section on Instagram. It got so bad.
Apparently, his Twitter or X profile is now private. That's what I'm hearing.
Well, he just recently enabled his comment section again, and he posted this today.
Let's see.
And that's what I thought that last clip was, so sorry.
They hate the way you walk. They hate the way you talk. They said you're just the McGregor fanboy, that you never reach the top 10. They hate your wife, they hate your family, and they even hate the food you eat. They said you're just a hype train, that you get kicked out of every gym. They hate that everyone is talking about you. They hate that your brand is booming, that you have cameras on you all the time.
Here are your cameras.
They hate that you're interesting, you're entertaining, and they really hate that you're undefeated. They hate the way you run things your way. They hate the way you win, and win some more. And they hate that on December 16th,
Mario sound?
They'll all be watching you win again.
Pretty fucking weird. So,
here you can see. Hey, you want to read some of the comments?
Can you like that one for me? I really like that one.
Which one?
Did your wife's boyfriend say you could post this? Oh, it's pretty good. This is the gayest thing I've ever seen. So.
Oh, and just to add that, his wife's former ex-boyfriend is now his nutritionist, which there's been a lot of speculation if his wife's ex-boyfriend actually lives at the house with them now. He claims no, but that's what all cucks say.
You said the former ex-boyfriend. I think it's current ex-boyfriend, but I could be wrong on that. Let's scroll through some of these.
I'm kind of retarded.
Yeah. We got no Ian Machado. They hate that you defame Neil Magny, one of the nicest guys in the game.
True.
Your baby really has your nutritionist size. That one's pretty good. You can't post this, then not turn up on media day. I asked your girl if you can wear the pants. She said no.
Your wife is your husband.
I love how they put the O in there.
Yeah.
Your wife.
Your wife, your husband. This is very gay.
No, we don't.
That's too long. Don't
You're
worry.
right.
But, I mean, so then, to bring it on back around town.
Can
I
go
ahead.
Make a real quick comment on that?
Yep.
I have a feeling that the only reason that he enabled his comments again So when people try to attack him that he disabled them, he can go, look at them, they're on.
Yeah, but if
Prove it, you know.
everyone knows, I mean, but it's I think he probably just actually, you know what? He probably just turned his comments back on because it's fight week and engagement is engagement. You know what I mean?
That's true.
And people hate watch shit. People hate follow people. You know,
You can just say you. You don't have to say people.
Oh, it's not just me though.
I know.
Let's take a look at this.
You want me to read it?
Well, it's kind of your job.
You're right. Ian Gary is reportedly considering missing the UFC 296 press conference.
Now, do you want to break that down? Why Ian Gary might be missing the UFC 296 press conference?
Well, it's real simple when you think about it.
Go ahead.
Because a vast majority of the other fighters at said press conference are some of the best shit-talking fighters in the league.
Oh, and they have a natural beef with him, kind of.
Well,
so the thing I accidentally showed earlier is Leon and Colby fighting with each other, and it's old Family Guy bit.
Yep.
Where the crocodile comes up and it says that's Ian Gary, and then they both
stop
start
fighting each other and fight him.
They pound him for a little while. And that's because Colby hasn't mentioned Ian Gary's name, but he's just the type of person that Colby would go at.
Yeah, 100%.
First of all, Colby goes at everybody. And then
but if you're
with
cuck.
Leon Edwards, Ian Gary went to Leon Edwards' gym and then got kicked out.
Because he had a whole fucking team of people recording him.
Yeah, because he likes to record everything, and he just thinks he's the greatest thing since.
You said that already.
I said that already, but he thinks he's something special, right?
He thinks he's hot shit,
and I mean, you can tell this Ian Gary shit is getting out of hand.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, he said he's in fear of coming to America. He's in fear for his family for coming to America, right?
Yeah.
And then
nobody's gonna hurt anything on you except your feelings. So calm down.
And he disabled his comments. He said he's considering missing the UFC 296 press conference. I even thought about hitting up Too Lazy to Try and telling him he should make a video on Ian Gary. But this is because that's when you know you're getting hated by people.
Yeah.
But this is another reason how you know you're getting hated on people. When Tyler Cassidy, you know Tyler Cassidy?
We talked about this earlier. I didn't think I did. But apparently he's also known as Krispy Kreme.
Yeah. He had a song, 'cause I am the baddest of them all. If you don't like money, then I don't fuck with y'all. And everyone thought he was retarded for like 10 years.
I was pretty sure he was a little down.
He's not retarded, though.
Well.
And he makes
Tell that to
music.
his face.
And this is, as far as I know, this is the first time he's ever made a song about a UFC fighter. You know what I mean?
You see what that is? You see what that song's called?
I can't see it. You want to read it?
No.
Read it.
Well, it says give a $NI $A a break.
Oh, you mean a...
Don't. Clip it.
But how many subscribers he got? 37K?
That's 374.
Oh, okay. I don't think he'll. He seems like a cool guy. I don't think he'll care if I show some of this video. You know what I mean?
Yeah, let's see.
Came out 6 days ago. And what's it called?
Ian Gary.
Let's take a look.
It's obscene.
Let me pause it right there and take it back to the beginning. You know what I mean?
After
this, we might need an ad break because I need smokes and I kind of want to piss in your mouth a little bit.
You rub me out. It's the least I could do.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all watch out now. There's a cougar down there. She done got herself a calf. Ain't that a damn shame?
I kind of forgot how much YouTube sucks when we're recording.
Do you need to have the video?
What?
Do you need the video for this?
No, I just
the audio.
We'll just have our faces, but
here, play it on your phone.
You play it on your phone.
I don't have a cord to plug it into this.
All right. Well, Melvins. What album is this again?
Gluey Porch Treatments.
Porch.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Melvins. This is a good album.
You don't know.
It's not my. I have it. Clearly, I think I have it on CD too, which is I believe stands for compact disc.
Which one? Because
compact disc.
Why are you yelling at me?
Because you've offended me.
Compact.
I'm gonna turn my comments off. The Melvins with their hit album "Gluey Porch Treatment," which came out sometime in the 90s. Great album, great fucking band. I would consider them a white whale. You know what a white whale is?
Is it something like a white buffalo?
Well, it is. Some you just want to get your hands on, but you can't quite reach the teat.
Been there.
And this is a good fucking album, dude. Melvins. What a great band.
Melvins.
I want to see them live. You should check them out if you've never heard of them before. Great fucking band. One of the bands that seriously inspired Kurt Cobain.
Which, to make music or to...
To make music, yeah.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Melvins.
That's also my landlord's name. He died of cancer. He had his leg amputated. He's dead now.
Well, why'd they take the leg if he's dead? Least you could do is let him keep the leg.
Well,
Melvins.
Check it out. We'll be right back.
Yeah. Melvin. The fuck are we doing?
And it's probably got the better parts. Hey, speaking of better parts, when's the last time you seen a hot Brazilian chick's tits?
13 days ago.
And welcome back to Matty A and the Midget Podcast. Shout out to our sponsors at
Melvins.
And we're not making a joke of that. They're a fucking great band. Honestly, one of my favorites. But now that we got those technical difficulties figured out, do you want to hear this fucking Ian Gary song by Tyler Cassidy?
Been trying to.
I just found his Instagram. Let me give him a follow. I'm fucking stumbling like Colby Covington. Or some would say Tony Ferguson over a wire while wearing shades.
Well,
it's not a good look.
Well,
let's take a look.
Y'all watch out now. There's a cougar down there. She done got herself a calf. Ain't that a damn shame? Somebody save Ian, cause I don't wanna see him with the 40-year-old gold-digging European. From the king, can she sing? Does she even fucking clean? Seems mean while the ring, it's obscene, it's a stain. Where's the eggs? This is stage. This is a mistake. This is fake, right as Ian Gay's got a pretty face. No hate, but how's a man that good looking get a girl who can't cook and she'll probably be hooking? Got me looking at the sky, got me asking Jesus why Ian fell in love with a woman 55. No soul so old, holding golden both hands, why she still with both mans, looking like she eats crayons. Somebody save Ian, cause I don't wanna see him with the 40-year-old gold-digging European. There's a cougar on the prowl, bringing young men down. She's older than your dad, and she's coming to your town. Somebody save Ian.
That's so good.
It gets better, but you know, people's attention spans. We live in the TikTok generation. So I obviously can't play it all, but yeah, it's so good. And he has a banger line about John Bones Jones that I want to show you later.
What does he say?
I don't remember, but it's funny. But how crazy is it that the UFC has gotten so popular? Fucking Tyler Cassidy, formerly known as
Krispy Kreme,
is making songs about fucking Ian Gary being a cuck.
I could download it on my Apple Music.
Yeah, do it.
That on the way home.
Do it. And how rocking is his body, by the way? Jesus
He looks
Christ.
good.
He went from tarded to fucking hearted.
He's down with the weights. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he's definitely not down with the sickness like Ian Gary and his cuck wife.
Well, I think...
You know, she wrote a book called How to Be a Wag. You want to, while we're on the Ian Gary story, do you want to tell people about that?
Sure, a wag is like what a tail does when a dog gets excited.
Well, I think it stands for, it's like a acronym, like wife and
You don't
girl.
know what an acronym is.
It's an abbreviation of
We've literally
several
had this
different
conversation.
words.
You told me to stop using a word you don't understand.
It means wife and girlfriend.
Okay.
And a wag is a wife and or girlfriend of a professional athlete, and you try to bag them for the bag, the money bag, you know what I mean?
Gold diggers.
And unfortunately, your bag doesn't hit their face too often because they're
empty.
tired.
Oh.
What?
That doesn't stop me.
That's called rape, brother.
Yeah, we're married. It's fine.
That's fine, yeah. I agree. So, go ahead.
I don't know.
Well, here's Colby reading it.
Oh, How to Be a Wag.
Man, if he doesn't show up to the press conference, I'm a little bit bummed out because, you know, I kind of wanted... Colby hasn't said much about Ian.
You know...
And I thought it was all going to break down
yeah, me
at
too.
the press conference.
I could totally see those guys at the press conference if he's not there, just taking a moment to all shit on him.
Well, the media's going to ask questions about him. Especially if he's not there,
yeah,
you
true.
know. So, Colby. That's the Mac Life.
Oh, okay.
So, Colby, why do you think Ian's not here tonight? Well, he's probably getting... Well, Colby's a hard voice to do.
No,
he's kind of like a Steve-O type voice.
It is, but...
Well, he's probably getting pegged by his wife. It's not good, but...
If it was a little higher, I think you would have had it.
I'm not an impressionist.
Neither was your mom. She still filled my balloons. Go ahead. We did this last pod.
Did we really?
100%. I think that's how we ended the episode.
No, because we ended the episode on...
You definitely played it, though, I remember.
Well, way to kind of put a stop to the momentum we had going there, you know what I mean?
I feel like we should just dive right into 296.
Well, let's look at this.
I'm not reading all that.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe we did. I don't think we did get into this because when's the last time we did a pod? I don't think CM Punk had returned by that point because I think we would have talked about it.
Well, where was that saved at?
I don't fucking know. I'm not a scientist.
Yeah, that's true. I know for a fact.
You know what?
I read that, though.
No, I showed it to you.
No, you made me read it. I remember reading it.
No.
Okay.
Read it again.
The DNA results confirm that not everyone is your brother. I know we did because I remember you getting in full fucking Maui.
Normally you set it
Now
up.
I'm turning into you fucking stumbling ass.
Mari. Normally you set it up as, so on the Mari show, you know, Mari Povich, which everyone remembers, the daytime, you know, fucking talk show. Similar to Jerry Springer, where they bring all these black guys on and black gals. And I'm just saying, it's mostly them. And they say, you are not the father.
Or
you are the father.
Yeah, now you got it. Now you fully over-explained, so we're good.
Well, now you can read it.
I wanted to make sure we touch on everything. The DNA results confirm that not everyone is your brother.
And it's Hulk Hogan. He's getting real emotional. I said Hulk.
You said Hawk.
Shut the... You know, UFC 296 isn't until Saturday, but I will fight you on this table right now.
Let's go.
I know we did not talk about that on this pod because I saved it after this. And I remember when I saved this. This is a bitch masturbating at the beach.
You accidentally unsaved it and saved it again later, not realizing it.
Bullshit, because I saw it again, and I thought about saving it, and I'm like, I already saved that shit.
You sure this isn't one
Way
of
to
those?
ruin the momentum of the
Are
show.
you sure this isn't one of those times where you think you have something and you don't?
All right, let's talk about you hitting a deer, and now you don't have a hood.
Hoodless. That's pretty good. Yeah, I hit a deer. What do you want me to say about it?
You know, this chick did not hit a deer, but she almost got her eyeball eaten out by a hawk. You want to see it?
Hawk Hogan?
Caw-caw!
Show me.
That's a crow.
Did that? Oh my god.
Yeah, how about absolutely fuck no?
It legitimately looks like that bird turned its head into her eyeball on purpose.
He turd his head.
Turd.
See, I can make fun of your fucking speech as well.
Please.
We're both not good at talking.
You're not good with words. This actually reminds me of a traumatic incident that happened to me.
Tell me about it.
I want to say I was like 13-ish years old, and I was grabbing a shirt out of my closet to go to school, right?
Yep.
I pulled it off the hanger and it fell on the ground.
It was probably a pink shirt that said "Real men wear pink."
I had that shirt.
I know.
Oh, okay. It fell on the ground. I went to grab it. I bent over, and the hanger I just pulled it off of was hanging upside down, still like in between two shirts, and it literally went into my eyelid.
Oh man!
And my mom had to pull it back out. It didn't go through. It didn't go through the skin, but it literally went next to my eyeball.
Why do you tell stories like that? That's disgusting.
Yeah, I blocked it out until just now.
It reminded me of a time I wasn't there when it happened, but I think Cody King had I think his trunk wouldn't shut or something, so he had like
Too many subs.
No, he had a bungee cord like hooking up, making sure his trunk shut. And then when he went to open his trunk, this bungee cord fucking like released and it hit him right in the eye. And I wasn't there, but you know,
a lot of tension there.
I mean, you probably know more about bungee cords than most.
Well, I've used a few holding cars together.
You know who else knows about bungee cords and masturbating on beaches?
Oh, my mom.
Your wife.
Oh.
Let's take a look.
So apparently you're masturbating on the beach.
Who saw that?
The family.
Okay, look, let me show you what I did.
Is there anything in the bag?
No.
Is it all right if I look through it? I mean, if you can open it and can I see the contents inside the bag?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't really understand what y'all are.
We're just here because someone called and we're very concerned. Okay.
This is really highly offensive to me.
I got it. I got you. And that's why I'm trying to figure it out.
It's my vibrator, but I just put it in I was sitting on the beach, and I just. Okay. Do I get a ticket?
So you did have a vibrator.
Listen, I was sitting on the water like this, and I just put it in there, and it was covered up, and I just had an orgasm. I'm sorry, I was stressed out.
Orgasm.
Okay, just hang tight for me.
People did see it. We didn't get called for no reason.
I swear to God, I was sitting in the water. Nobody saw it.
I got you. Well, I mean, if nobody saw it, then they wouldn't have called, right?
If nobody saw it.
Man, please, don't do this to me. Are you serious? This is ridiculous. What am I being arrested for?
So apparently you're masturbating.
Man, it's hard for these OnlyFans creators in the year of our Lord 2023.
Did you peep the comments? Multiple.
No, I haven't. But I actually did want to do this before we watched the video, but it kind of just got into playing right now. I just want to explain to our audio listeners. If you don't know, now you know.
Nope.
Woman caught using vibrator on Georgia beach pleads to cops not to arrest her since it only took her 20 seconds to finish.
Well, there's two comments that say this clip went viral and she killed herself. Not a good look to post this here.
Did that really happen?
I don't know. There's two there.
Hey, let us know in the comments section.
I already did.
The comment section of this video. Wow.
But how much is her bail? Pretty funny.
Good. Let's read more into these comments to find out if this bitch is dead or not. Rule number 1, do not talk to the cops. Rule number 2, do not consent to...
It says Rule 1A, actually.
Well, rule number 1C should be you're not allowed to post fucking comments anymore because shut the hell up.
All right. I agree.
I don't think she killed herself. And if she did, R.I.P. But let's look at this. Let's look at this headline. Woman caught using vibrator on Georgia beach, right?
Yep.
Replace that with a man. Man caught using vibrator on Georgia beach. Pedophile, kill yourself, life in prison.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I mean, who hasn't jerked off at the beach?
I haven't, but it's on my bucket list.
I'll fill your bucket.
Shout out to Steve-O. So how do you feel about that? Do you think the size of the titties should lessen the crime?
I think that if I was the one to witness this, I would probably...
You'd probably say, oh, hell yeah, dude.
Well, of course. But I would not call the cops, and I would actually be upset with her that she didn't do it longer, so I had, more of a show.
I'd be like, 20 seconds is all it took?
Be like, I could do that for you.
I mean, we weren't there. It depends on how many kids were there and how obvious she was being with the... I mean...
If it played out the way that she explains it playing out, I'm not that mad at it.
It sounds like it's one of those, like, buzzers. I don't know what you call them. Silver bullet, yeah. You just put them in...
Sure.
It'd be different if she had the Black
Hitachi.
Destroyer. The 12-foot-long black dildo.
Or the fucking wand with the head on it that vibrates.
Yeah.
I mean... I don't know where she plugged that in.
Or the thing with the balloon that sends for help.
100%. Or the big mountain of like candy that's in a ball. You just shove that in there. Have you seen that one?
No.
Oh.
Nor do I want to. But I think it really all depends on how far away from her were their children building a sandcastle. You know what I mean?
At least 30 yards, I'd say.
If it was at least 30 yards,
fine. You know what the crazy
slap
thing is?
on the wrist. Hold on. Let me get this for audio.
Yeah. Worth it. You can Google right now and find at least 30 videos of women walking around with that vibrator with the remote and their husband like turning it on in fucking stores. What's the difference?
Oh, I know. You can post this shit online where kids can also see it, but then you do it this bitch shouldn't be doing that. If she's that horny, go home.
She was stressed out.
Well, we all get stressed.
How do you take it out?
I listen to, what's that band?
Melvins.
But now I'm Melvins.
Anyway.
I think it's 21 Jump Street. I don't know what this is. Let's look at it.
A Confederate fucking guy.
How funny if there was one Confederate Asian.
I would love to be that guy.
They're like, what do we love? He's like, slavery. Dude, a Confederate Asian would be an Asian Confederate. That's the movie we should write for you.
Yeah,
is the only Asian Confederate.
Yeah,
holy fuck, how funny.
Well, yeah, that would never happen because no one would even. I'm not gonna fucking follow your order, chick.
Pick the cotton faster.
Glad I played that. We got a couple more things before we really dive in to UFC 296 this Saturday, and we do want to apologize in advance.
For how long this is?
No, it's not that long yet.
Well, we haven't got to any
You want to see long, follow me to the bathroom.
You got like a steel wool in there or something?
Yeah, I got a fucking plunger I wanted to shove up your ass.
All right.
No, but the press conference comes out tomorrow, and everyone's talking about how crazy that's going to be with people like Patty Pimblett, Tony Ferguson, Ian Gary, Leon Edwards, Colby Covington.
Bryce Mitchell.
He's not going to be on the press conference.
No,
he's in the prelims.
He's there.
But no, yeah. So we're sorry that we couldn't get to you. I think I already made the speech, didn't I?
100%.
Yeah. So, but we'll talk about
This is what I meant by everything we bring up at the beginning of the show, we never actually get to. By the time we're done over-explaining and talking about random shit, we never get to it.
Hey, here's some tits.
See?
Hi, welcome to Perth. We hope you have a good show.
Yeah, 50. Probably can't play that, but
you just said,
I honestly only saved that because it was a song by 50 Cent I never heard before, and I'm like, dude, that song is fucking dope.
Did you have you seen the clip of him explaining how you should pronounce his name?
Well, he's going hard on P. Diddy right now. You want to talk about that?
We can. I just want.
Okay, go ahead.
I saw this clip today. It's him looking into the camera, and he goes, "When you're talking about the American flag, and you say there's 50 stars on there,
50,
then you call me 50 Cent. If you say that's that flag right there, I got like 50 stars on it, then you can call me 50. That's fine."
Well, fucking Hawaii and Alaska are not part of this country. I know technically they are, but you know how far you have to travel to get to both those places?
Far
out, dude.
Melvin's.
So, we talked about the Cowboys a little bit. I just want to get all this other shit out of the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we might get to the fucking fights.
And honestly, what are your... Well, we've only been potting for like 25 minutes.
That's false.
What are your thoughts on just the Cowboys' chances of winning the Super Bowl this year? Because Stephen A. Smith had him as the number 2 team in his top 5. Right below the 49ers.
Honest to God, I saw Monday morning, I got a notification from my ESPN app telling me that Stephen A. Smith wasn't shitting on the Cowboys. He said something else. I don't even know what it was. But if Stephen A. is saying good things about the Cowboys, I still don't see the good chances of them doing anything.
Hey, maybe hell froze over. We'll get to CM Punk later.
Well, we got to get through Eagles again. We got to actually beat the 49ers, and that's
You beat
just the
the
NFC.
Eagles.
Yeah, we would have to do it again, though.
Why are the 49ers so good, in your opinion? Because I like Brock Purdy. I don't think he's the best I think Prescott and Hurts are better. I think there's a lot of quarterbacks that are better than him. Why are the 49ers so good?
He's got a good team around him. Got good coaching.
Is their defense really good?
They got Bosa. He's pretty good.
Joey?
Yeah. But the 49ers are...
He used to play for the Chargers, right? Joey Bosa?
Yeah.
Huh. I didn't know he was with the Niners.
I think he has a brother that's in the league, too, though. It might have been him.
No, I think we're thinking about the same Bosa.
But the 49ers have kind of the same situation as the Cowboys, where they drop games to teams they shouldn't. And then, like, we just beat the Eagles. They beat the Eagles, us, by a lot.
See, you know what I noticed about the NFL? It's also week to week, though.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, depending on what week, people change what team is the best team in the league. It's not like the NBA.
Right.
It's week to week in the NBA, but they play 3 to 4 games. So, in the NFL, it's you play one game in the week, and people fucking, you know, they switch. They flop teams so fucking quick.
It's a week later and something else happened.
Honestly, I feel good about your Cowboys. Not as good as I feel about my Celtics, though.
When I see it.
But this did concern me.
Oh, no.
You want to read that?
Chuck from, NBA on
Charles Barkley.
The
Miss Pat of the NBA.
100%. He hit the old guarantee on the Celtics for a championship. So they're fucked.
Who Chuck said. 15. I'm still not sold on Timberwolves. That's just my personal opinion. But I will say this.
But how sold are you on the Boston Celtics?
The Celtics going to win the championship. Boston Celtics are the best team in the NBA.
Is that calling for
now,
a...
No, that's a sticker note.
Is that calling for a... Hold it. Is that
Can
calling
it?
for a post?
Earn it.
All right.
Yes.
Guaranteed. All right.
The Boston Celtics are going to win the championship. Guaranteed. There it is.
Is that pretty close?
He also brought up the Timberwolves, and they have the exact same record. They're both 17-5 right now. How about the fucking Timberwolves? I want to give a shout out to them too. I have family that lives in Minnesota. I got 2 nieces and nephews. My nephew Zach, who lives in Minnesota, he's a giant Timberwolves fan. But if you're in this family, you're kind of a Celtics fan too. So he knows enough about the Celtics, and dude, and the Timberwolves beat the Celtics, and I'm a big fan of Anthony Edwards. And let's check out this chick's
Can I
ass.
get my point out?
Yeah.
Shout out to the Timberwolves for being the closest state to us, the closest NBA team to us, and not available on YouTube TV to watch a game.
Well, it's the same with the Pacers. I mean, Indiana's not that far away from us either.
But the fucking Warriors and Lakers, they'll play every time. Anyway.
Let's see if they demonetize us for this. Sounds like a song, but I want to make it clear to YouTube right now. This is a parody remake, okay?
They didn't hear anything you said. They're going to pique their interest when it plays.
Well, you're a fucking Nazi then.
I heard that.
You want to read that?
What Red Hot Chili Peppers sounds like to people who don't like Red Hot Chili Peppers.
California, buttermilk pancakes in my eyes. Stepped on a toe, broken Navajo code. Now it's time to reiterate California. I got a thumbtack on my nutsack. Pies 3.1415. Hey, oh, I don't know what I say, no.
That reminds me of, have you ever heard of Misheard Lyrics on YouTube?
Yeah.
They have so
many.
many...
I was thinking of the bad lip reading.
That's different.
I was thinking of that.
Misheard Lyrics take songs and put subtitles for the words that it sounds like they're saying. They have so many Pearl Jam ones, and the Yellow Ledbetter one is hilarious.
I'll check it out tonight.
Check it out. Comment section or whatever.
Hey, you ever fucked a grizzly bear?
Twice.
Let's look at this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be honest, that sounds like Chewbacca fucking a tent. You know, I believed it when I saw the thing, but I'm like, he's just, it sounds like he's just scraping his claws around the side of the tent.
Like, ooh, I'm scaring you.
Yeah, you're so scared.
What are you doing in that tent?
Is there a girl in there?
Who's in the tent?
I'm going to kill her so I can fuck you.
Do you have any skincare?
I think I got another grizzly bear thing here. Let's look at this.
Quack, quack, quack,
So he's dead?
He died.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to him and who's the chick who killed herself?
The
dildo beach masturbation lady.
Masturbation.
Man. Yeah, I'm feeling good about the Celtics. I'm feeling good about the Cowboys. Let's face it. We're living in the year 2023 where our bodies are physically declining, but our teams are succeeding.
Hey, if you'll rub me out in your kitchen, the Cowboys might do something.
I need you to step on my back in the dining room first.
Well, I didn't know you had a dining room.
I don't know if I do. That's what I call it, a dining room, though.
Oh, it's more of a foyer.
Yeah, say some words.
Words are letters put together to form sounds that are familiar when you say them to another person.
Something less retarded?
That was actually very specific to what you said.
Yeah, but you know that's not what I meant.
Are we finally going to get to the things we brought up at the top of the show?
I'm trying to get there. If you don't lose our whole fan base.
Can you keep typing nothing? That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking type all over your fucking wife's cock.
Well, make sure you show everybody that you Googled Google first.
Hey, you know UFC 296 is this weekend?
Yeah, I think so.
And what about last weekend?
Yeah, that
Holy
was
shit.
A weekend.
Song Yadong.
Sorry.
And Khalil Roundtree beating Anthony. No one gives a fuck. Yeah. No one knows what we're talking about. But Anthony Smith. Buttermilk pancakes in my eyes.
Thumbtack on my nutsack.
There was a good one before that, too, but I didn't get to it soon enough. Let me look at this, Queef. Do you know who you think is going to win?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to get to the UFC, but, you know, you like professional wrestling.
I see you saved the clip that I texted you.
I just seen it today, and I'm like, hell yeah. You like professional wrestling.
Sure, yes.
You went to a Friday Night SmackDown.
We're finally going to get to this since we missed it so many times.
No, that's about it. But you liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Home state guy.
Yeah, dude.
He came out at the end.
You came, for sure.
Wasn't televised. So did your wife.
Oh, it was a dark match.
But, well, your wife was...
Don't.
They're coming back to Raw on Monday.
This Monday, yeah.
Des Moines.
18th.
They're coming back to Des Moines, I meant.
No, I get what you were saying. They don't, but I do.
Something we have not addressed is the return of Look in my eyes. What do you see?
It's called the personality.
It's called the CM Punk return.
Yeah. Mr. Bridges himself.
And we're not going to fucking deep dive down the whole thing. We're not one of those gay wrestling podcasts who just like, I can't. Shut up, you queer. Go get a girlfriend.
Well,
that's actually what Leanne Edwards said to Colby Covington. But CM Punk returned.
Yeah. It was
no one
crazy.
expected it.
Well, we kind of did.
Well, we kind of did. You want to tell them about that?
It was how long ago? At least a month?
Oh, fuck. Way longer than that.
At least. Because we're like, in a few months.
I would say it was like 4 months ago.
Yeah, because we were like, in a few months, it's Survivor Series. It's in Chicago. I can see
Well,
this happening.
if I'm allowed to break the fourth wall.
Sure, over-explain it.
I think when he got released by AEW, I think I said to you, I think there's a really good opportunity that CM Punk returns to WWE.
Sure.
And then you, being the wrestling nerd that you are, you said, hey, Survivor Series is in Chicago.
I did.
I think that was in August.
Mm-hmm.
So we're currently in December, so at least 4 months ago. And then, so, I mean, we started rolling off that. We did some ecstasy. We fucked a bear. Your mom was there. It got weird.
It was in a tent.
It was.
Marlboro tent that I got from cashing in my miles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had a sleeping bag from my Pepsi points.
I had a sleeping bag from the Marlboro miles.
Thank you.
And a jacket.
Moving on.
All right.
But that's a conversation we had like months ago, right?
It really is.
And, I mean, not to say we're special or anything. Well, we are special. But I think a lot of fans kind of fucking caught onto that. Like, oh, CM Punk release, Survivor Series in Chicago. So not saying that we're smart or anything. A lot of people probably picked up on this. But how many of those people actually thought it was going to happen? I remember watching it.
I mean, shout out to Triple H for throwing the
Paul Levesque,
the logo up after the match so that everybody thought it was over.
And then the commentators go quiet. Mm-hmm. That's something new. I don't know when that started happening because it used to be if something crazy happened at the end of the show, Jim Ross would, oh my God, oh, holy hell, he's broken in half. How dare Stone Cold. You know what I mean?
Not bad.
But I kind of like what they're doing with that. Yeah, so the logo comes up, which means it's the end of the show. No mas.
Mm-hmm.
The match has ended. Randy Orton had returned, and then
it's two.
That's what I said.
You said one. Watch the phone. Rewind that real quick.
I said
see. Yeah, it's
I'm not good with alliteration. But he
Did
returned.
You just say the letter Asian?
Well, speaking of that, let's look at this Asian. So he returned.
Mm-hmm.
He's currently in a feud with Seth Rollins. I have no clips of that, but it's good shit.
They've been dropping fucking hints for the last week or so.
But here's the funny thing that happened. What was this on SmackDown on Friday?
This was Raw.
Are you sure?
100%.
I think you're wrong.
I don't think so.
Let's take a look. It's neither here nor there.
Well, can I over-explain real quick? A thing you need to know is back in the day, these two had a tag team and actually
You are over-explaining.
Won the championship together.
Did they?
They did.
That's something I did not even know. CM Punk and Kofi Kingston won the tag team championships together?
Google it.
I'll believe you.
Okay.
Either way, it doesn't matter. Is there anything else
it.
you want to over-explain?
That's it.
I will add my 2 cents in.
After the clip.
No, I want to add it before the clip. I want to say this black guy that CM Punk is about to embrace, his name is Kofi Kingston.
Yeah.
You know where he's from?
Boston. I was going to say probably like Massachusetts.
He's from Boston. But when he first got to WWE, around the same time CM Punk left, he had a Jamaican accent because they made him fucking all Jamaican because that's what they do with
You gotta
black
love the
people.
gimmick, dude.
You're either from Africa or Jamaica. Fucking deal with it, Blackie.
You're not even going to explain the part where there's a
I feel like I dig myself a foot deeper every time I explain.
There's a promo that Kofi and Triple H are in the same ring, and Kofi starts talking in a normal American accent, and he goes, "Aren't you Jamaican?"
Well, yeah. Well, you really are a wrestling nerd now, huh?
Continue.
All right, let's look at it.
You're making me crazy. Oh, no, I don't do that anymore. Not anymore, dude.
The funniest part is, you're not Jamaican anymore? No, I don't do that anymore. That was good. That kind of fucking threw me off. But you know who is from Jamaica?
Kofi Kingston.
Leon Edwards.
That's what I said.
Let's take a look at this.
Yeah.
It's just
Colby was in
giving
here
me
saying that,
segues.
if he does win that, it's actually going to be Trump wrapping the belt around his waist. So what do you make of that?
I don't know. I think the whole scenario is weird. That's what I think. That's what I make of it. Like, I don't get the fascination with another man. You know, I don't get it. I know he used to be the president and stuff, but he's no longer the president. So I don't get like what's going on. And I don't know. It's just a weird why he picked him just to be a character off the back of him. You know, I just don't get it. And Trump ain't wrapping nothing around his waist because he ain't getting about. Trump has been to his fights before when he's lost. So Trump can't fight for him. Yeah, just need to grow up and go get a girlfriend or something.
You wouldn't want Rishi.
That was a great line. I
actually really like Leon, dude.
I do too. I love Leon. Yeah.
How long have we been recording?
I don't know, a long time.
Check it.
Well, we're gonna get to this UFC 296.
Takes 2 seconds.
I don't know how. Just let me do my thing, okay?
Bring up the recording in the corner.
Hey. You're Jamaican me angry, okay?
Well, can we go get some chai tea?
Well, can I also talk about another thing that's Jamaican me angry?
Sure.
It's called
Let's not make you too angry.
It makes me so angry I don't even keep it in my vocabulary anymore. But when people are about to have a kid and they have a gender reveal,
yep,
I had to work my way through that. Let's look at this gender reveal gone wrong, and then I want to ask you a couple questions.
Okay.
Or maybe it goes right. I didn't mean to bury the lead. That's literally what happened when this dude was working on the power line for my fucking hog sets the other day. But
no, that's what happened to the fucking blimp.
So I don't know for a fact that was a fucking gender reveal, but it looked like one.
I think it was.
Right? You have 4 kids.
Well,
3 technically.
Well,
because the first one is
cut that
meant to be an abortion.
Cut that. You You can't tell her that. What if she watches this?
Comedy podcast, remember?
Well, comedy.
Shout out. Oh, I whistled when I.
You got some popsicles in your cellar?
I got some popsicles in my cellar. Did you ever do a gender reveal party? And just before you answer that, I wanna let you know that our friendship is on the line when you answer this.
All right.
So go ahead.
Yes, I was forced into one, and I made sure we never had another one.
Was the last one?
It's Trace.
The second to last one.
It was Trace.
And then for the last one, you're like, no mas?
Yeah, we just had them tell us for the last two. I think.
There's nothing more. There's nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing more disgusting because there's child pedophiles out there and shit. But nothing pisses me off more, other than child pedophiles and shit. But like something that really pisses me off is because when did this start?
COVID, I think.
Really?
I
think
wanna
it
say
started
that's
before that.
Oh yeah, it did because Trace was born in 2014.
And was there talk of it then?
That's the only one we did, I think.
Oh, really? So you had 2 kids after that where you said no?
I know Crew we didn't because we found out she was pregnant when she was like 2 months along, and they're just like, and it's a dude. And we're like, cool, thanks for letting us know. I can't remember if we did one for Azzy or not, but I don't think we did.
I like the pregnancies where you find out when the fucker comes out. And you're like, you had 2 names, and you're either fucking Willow or Jaden. You know what I mean?
Well, that could be. Jaden could be both.
I was just naming Will Smith's kids.
Yeah. See, the hard part about that you don't realize is you try to get as much stuff for the baby as you can before it comes out, so it's ready. Otherwise, you're scrambling.
You're talking poor people shit. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm with Tom Segura on this.
Okay.
Fucking poor people. Hey, you know what? You just buy shit for both because you got that kind of. Nah, I'm just kidding. Now I understand that, but no, I understand wanting to know the gender so you know what you got to buy and shit. But the gender reveal thing is what drives me crazy. I got invited to be. Sorry, I'm getting worked up. I got invited to a gender reveal party, and at this party, I think I was supposed to be the stepdad.
Well,
no, the grand poppy. What do they call those?
It's a Godfather.
Yeah, the Godfather, part 2. But and I don't know if I couldn't be there if I was working because I do work, but.
Odds are you could be there, but you said you were working.
Dude, I will not go to one of those. It's someone pops a balloon, either blue or pink shit. Shut the fuck up. What about red for confused kids who are going to change genders when they're fucking 8 years old? What about that?
Or what about the reveals where they have a crop duster fly over with a certain color, and then the plane crashes and they die? Yeah, one of those.
Oh, man. You think it reads on that guy's tombstone, he died in the act of a gender reveal party?
I hope so.
I hope not, because I feel bad for that guy. He probably got suckered into it too. Like, I don't want to be a part of this. And then
he's probably like, I got 10 minutes in between.
He was probably the Godfather. You know what I mean?
He's like, I got 10 minutes in between dusting these fields.
And now he's the God
spray.
Angel.
Well.
Sorry, what were you going to say?
No, go ahead.
No, that's all I had.
You ruined it.
I know. But I hate it.
Yeah. Now that we're 2 hours in, can we get to UFC?
We're not 2 hours in, first of all.
Prove it.
8:54? Is that what time it reads on the telly?
Amy Mouse.
No.
Amy Mouse.
Well, we're just adding more time to it now. But,
yeah, but it's.
I mean, I feel like we're having a good pod.
It's to prove a point, though. It's, about principle at this point. We're an hour and a half in already.
Yeah.
And we haven't even got to UFC yet.
You act like this takes fucking an hour.
With you?
Jiminy Clicklets.
Don't make words up.
Jiminy Chicklets.
You're still scrolling your.
All I have left is UFC shit.
Okay.
And let's make sure, because I want to.
What is it you don't understand? I want you to fuck me and give me babies. Give me little babies. Give me little babies. What is it you don't?
All right. Yeah. See, I had nothing after that. So.
How did you find my fantasy in real time?
Well, this is actually. What's his name? Little Alien. I don't want to get into it.
Yeah. Say something racist.
No, there's nothing racist. All right. One more thing, though.
I'm black.
You're what? John, how come you didn't tell me you were black, you lying son of a bitch? You know how much I hate niggas. My family hates niggas.
Oh, God.
I'm glad I played that. Let's talk about UFC.
Before we get to that, I have to speak on this.
Okay.
Because I know you talk shit about New Girl, but there's an episode where. What are you doing?
No, I'm just listening to some talk from a real day one Swiftie.
Well, there's an episode where the black guy in the group, they find out that he's colorblind because he calls his shoes brown and they're clearly green. And at one point, the other guy goes, "Hold on. If you think those shoes are brown, what color do you think you are?"
Add a laugh track in after that. Oh wow, yeah, that was good. That was rich.
It's actually the black guy that Rick Glassman has on all the time.
For some reason, he was the guy who was like doing the beat during "I Am Phenomenal."
I think so. Yeah, that's the
For
guy.
some reason, I pictured that guy. Never seeing any of that. Hey, can we get to UFC 296?
I mean, if you want.
I'd love to pat my own back and suck my own cock. But look, we're old. Our bodies are failing us. We don't have much time left on this planet.
Our pets' heads are
Hopefully, we can make some money on FanDuel. And if not, hopefully they can give us $100 in bonus bets.
You keep bringing
Do you want
that
to
up.
look at the main card?
Please.
For fuck's sake. Hey. But you know I love you, right?
No.
Ever
You rub
told
me out
you-
in your kitchen, of course, you know.
Okay. So, fisties?
Oh, that one, yeah.
Your black hand?
Well, sorry I work for a living.
My mulatto skin? Sorry I take showers after I work.
Sorry I get off at 6 and have to come straight here.
Where do you want to start? The early
The main
prelim?
card!
No, but I feel like this is a stacked card. We can go through the early prelims pretty quick. Dude, I'm telling you, this card is so stacked. So, let's just start here. Alonzo Menafield versus Dustin Jacoby.
Menafield.
Really? I'll take Jacoby in that.
All right.
It's a good matchup, though. You want to say that guy?
Tiger Ilanbivak.
I'd say Tiger.
Tiger.
Tiger? Say the last name again.
Ilanbivakov.
Racist.
Ilanbivakov.
Versus, I'll take this one. Cody Durden.
That's Tyler's brother.
From Fight Club.
Wow.
Who do you got? Fuck, dude, Who you got there?
I'll take the consonants.
Who?
The consonants.
Who?
A lot of consonants in that last name.
I'll take Durden.
Okay.
I think I got the hiccups now. This fuck. Andre Touchy Feely versus Lucas Almeida.
Can I see the title on this one? How old is? Okay.
Pretty even. Huh?
It's very even. I thought Almeida was older for some reason.
I just love Andre Touchy Feely. We got two of the best nicknames on this card: Andre Touchy Feely and Brandon Raw Dog Royville.
Mm-hmm. I feel like you said that already.
Yeah, but we weren't recording.
Oh, okay. Give me the old touch hand feel. In this
Touchy Feely. We got Martin Boudet.
I have no idea. Give me the undefeated guy.
See, I've only heard of Martin Boudet. I don't know.
Shamil Gaziev.
But he sounds scary.
Yeah, he's undefeated.
Oh, yeah. You cannot pick heavyweight fights if you got money. So, Randy Rude Boy Brown versus...
I'm a rude boy. Can you get it up? The Muslim. That's weird. He just made, made his religion his first name.
You want to say his last name?
What a weird thing to do. Salikov.
Muslim Salikov. I think you said that right. So, he's 39. So,
Old
6
balls.
years younger, about 5 inches shorter.
Muslim is 6 years his elder. Randy
All
Brown
right, Mike
has
fucking Goldberg.
5 inches on Muslim, and also has a outstanding 8-inch reach advantage.
So, we're gonna take right about now, Randy Rude Boy Brown.
Come here, rude boy. Can you get it up? It's Rihanna. But yeah, I'll take rude boy.
Okay.
All right.
See, we thought this was gonna take a while.
Well,
Hey, our girl Casey O'Neill back.
Are you skipping the Josh Emmett fight?
Her only professional loss against Jennifer Maia.
Yeah.
And she's fighting Ariana Lipski, which, do you know Ariana Lipski? She's hot. She's like Pollyanna Vienna.
Tell me something.
So hot.
Tell me something about
Kid
her.
Rock
Lipski.
might make a song about her.
Well, Lipski can rhyme with anything, I think.
Well, he's got a song called So Hot.
Well, she has a 69-inch reach. It's pretty nice, so I'm going to take Casey O'Neill.
I will as well.
Yeah.
This one's fun. See, this is why I had to go in the way back. You know what I mean?
Well, could have started here.
Well, I liked our previous picks. Hey, dude, I liked our previous picks. And whatnot. It ain't Theo Vaughn. This is Gator Town.
Oh.
All right, dude.
Now tell me about your buddy that died.
I had a friend. He dead now, but
He used to
Cody
eat crawfish with his
Garbrandt.
toes. It was weird, man.
He used to chew his own toenails off with a
tire iron. Yeah, I remember.
Sure, whatever. Cody Garbrandt versus Brian Boom Kelleher. So this is coming off a big what do you call that?
Loss?
No.
Win?
No, when you've been away from the sport for a while.
Layoff.
Layoff. So Brian Boom Kelleher, great rapper. I love this dude, and he's rocking the skullet.
Gotta love a skullet, dude.
Yeah. So he's coming off like a 2 or 3 year layoff. Brian Boom Kelleher. Great rapper. And I don't know if you know this, but I was a professional raptor by trade.
Like Toronto or the dinosaur?
Well, like Drake.
Oh.
So he's actually a good rapper, and he's 37 years old. But honestly, Cody Garbrandt, even in the fights that he's won in the last couple of years, he has done nothing to impress me. No one has fallen off more than Cody Garbrandt in the last 7 years.
Ever since his walk-off knockout of...
Oh, yeah. It was around the time this podcast started, and
Basically,
you
yeah.
said future champion.
Well,
how'd that turn out? He also had that great Alistair Overeem pick.
He looks pretty good, though.
He's retired.
He looks pretty good, though.
And retarded.
He looks pretty good, though.
Yeah, you're right.
All right. I'm glad we could agree to disagree or whatever.
So who you got? You got to go with your boy, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to take Garbrandt in this one.
I'm going to go with my boy, Brian Boom Kelleher.
He's been off for a while.
Irene Aldana. You may remember her as putting up an absolute stinker against Amanda Nunes in her retirement fight.
Yup.
Versus Carl Rosa.
You
may remember her as just being a random chick that
100%.
yeah.
I'm going to take this one to go the distance.
Really?
100%.
We're picking winners on this.
Well,
everyone knows this fight's going the distance, so fucking pick one.
You know what? Give me the draw.
I'm going to go first round flying knee knockout. Derek Lewis.
Did their husband get home?
To the face! Well, their husbands, they're cornermen, so.
Can I ask you a question that's been bugging me lately?
Sure.
I have been absolutely mind-boggled by this. Is there still a women's division that has no champion since Nunes retired?
Yeah, but it's going to be so Juliana Pena can compete. It's going to be the January card with Sean Strickland and
okay.
DDP.
I was going to... It's been fucking forever.
Yeah, no, the main event is two women. I can't remember their name.
Weird.
You want to look it up?
Yeah, I can.
It'd be 297.
Are you sure?
Yes. It's Go
ahead.
I'm an MMA fan, but like keep me
I'm an
entertained at the
MMA
same
fan.
time. Don't mock me.
I did.
It's a co-main event, that January card.
You don't know any of them?
I do, but I cannot for the life of me.
If I give you one of them, you think you can get the other one?
Yeah.
Myra Bueno Silva.
Yeah, Myra Bueno Silva.
That was one word you just said.
Give me the next one.
No, you said you were going to get it.
I got it. Fucking
Raquel Pennington.
Raquel Pennington, yeah. I can say it after you said it. So, what do you think there? Irene Aldana's 30 fucking 5.
I call the draw here.
No, you have to pick a winner.
There is no winner in a draw.
That seems like some high-class fuckery that you just put on.
Keep it up. I'll show you some high-class fuckery.
Let's go to Josh Emmett, Bryce Mitchell. Just know that it was supposed to be Josh Emmett versus Gige Chikadze. And
sure you can say that name.
Bryce Mitchell took this fight on like 10 days' notice. So, and he is the betting favorite. He's like a minus 210 to win this. I'm like, oh, hold the phone because, you know, how'd that work out for Anthony Lionheart Smith, whom I love?
Yeah.
But, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bryce Mitchell's a lot younger. I mean, he's almost 10 years younger than Josh Emmett, but still.
I think, well, Josh Emmett is coming off of a...
Well, first of all, brother, I don't believe that we evolved from monkeys. And that's bullshit.
We already did this bit.
I know.
Josh Emmett's last two fights were absolute
Yair Rodriguez
shit beatings.
And Ilya Taporia.
He got the shit beat out of him in both of them.
Hey, man, when you're correct, you are correct.
And I think Bryce Mitchell's not the guy to beat the shit out of somebody. He's the guy that holds them and keeps them in check for a duration of a fight. Or possible submission, but not here.
Well, and then after the fight, he'll raise their hand
Bible.
and tell them about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
I think Josh Emmett knocks out Bryce Mitchell in this.
Really?
Yep.
Bold fucking take, Cotton.
Yeah, you didn't like my fucking take when I said Anthony Smith was going to get knocked out either. But
You know what, though? I actually kind of thought the same thing for a little while on that. Just because he's a very short notice fight. I don't hate that. But just to go against the grain and to make it fun for our viewers,
Are we sanding wood?
I'll pick Bryce Mitchell.
All right.
Hey, we're at the main card, Queef.
Finally. 40 minutes.
Vicente Luque and your boy Ian Gary.
Give me Ian Gary in the corner jerking off.
Well, is Vicente fucking his wife, or?
Yeah.
I think they are both Brazilian.
With a P?
I'm not sure where Ian Gary's wife's from.
European for sure. Ask Tyler Cassidy.
Well, that fucking bouncer at the strip club was pretty sure that I was peeing.
Mm-hmm.
kicked
you
me
were.
out.
It's because you were.
Well, hey, no, but I fucking went around the corner. I tried to find you.
I wasn't there.
Getting a lap dance for my guy.
You? I'm pretty sure you gave me a lap dance.
Nah, it wasn't me.
Look like you.
That's a black guy.
Oh. Moving on.
Tony Ferguson, 39 years of age, on a 6-fight losing streak, facing.
You were so close. You were so
I
close.
was thinking about feet. Patty's got some dope toes. Facing Paddy Pimblett, who's on a 6-fight winning streak. I think 4 of them being in the UFC. He's 11 years younger. He's an inch shorter. And you know what? He gets up 3.5 inches in the reach, which is the same thing as you and your ex-boyfriend.
They should really hire you to do Tale of the Tapes.
Thanks.
I'd listen.
But no thanks, I'm straight.
Fair. So 2 things are going to happen here, one or the other.
Yeah. Talk to me, Daddy.
Either Tony gets him out in the first round.
Well, that would fuck up all my bets because I need it going in the second round.
Because if you remember, the last 3 I can remember for sure, Tony had his opponent hurt in the first round.
He hit Chandler in the first round. He hit Gaethje in the first round.
And Oliveira.
I don't think he...
I think he had him hurt, didn't he?
I don't think you're...
He had somebody hurt, I know that.
Gaethje and Chandler.
There was one more, I know there was.
Diaz?
No,
maybe
Diaz. I feel like 3 fights in the first round.
Oh, Bobby Green.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
He had them.
We're back.
He had him hurt in the first round. Ended up losing. So if he can actually finish that against Patty,
but he's been training with David Goggins. He went through a fucking hell week with David Goggins.
Threw up in a bucket.
I don't think that's the smartest approach to an oncoming fight, but to go through a hell week with David Goggins,
that's a lot. I mean, we already know Tony can withstand fucking hellfire and brimstone.
Cardio was never his issue.
I know. Plus, his fucking body was contorted in unsatiable ways.
Like to contort your body in unsatiable ways.
Can we keep track here?
You know David Goggins is going to corner Tony in this fight?
I do. It's pretty
incredible.
Sick. So if Tony doesn't get him out in the first round, Patty wins by decision or sub. He definitely doesn't knock him out, though.
Dude, you know why this is such a great pay-per-view to end the year?
No.
You're going to have Colby Covington, Tony Ferguson.
We haven't got to Colby yet.
David Goggins, Donald Trump, and Dana White. You know Kid Rock's going to be there as well.
Probably.
All in the same building. Not to mention Jared Leto. Not to mention Dua Lipa. You know?
What?
I don't know who that chick is, but she's hot.
So hot. Have you seen the videos of her, like, pole dancing on the mic stand?
No, I seen that video of she's in, like, an upcoming movie, and she's got, like, blonde hair. Like, she's giving real Margot Robbie, Wolf of Wall Street 2013 vibes. Nice. She looked, I mean, I read it a couple times. But what do you think's going to happen here?
I literally just said.
Sorry, what?
Tony either gets him out in the first round, or Patty wins by sub or decision.
Dude, if Patty submits Tony,
Diaz did it.
I might just full-on shotgun to the dick.
Okay.
Do you realize what you just said? Diaz did it. Patty and Diaz, they're on 2 different fucking platforms. Patty. Yeah, you're right.
What are you picking? Dog?
I don't want to pick.
Pick. Say it.
Tony Ferguson.
No fucking way you actually did it.
I mean, you can't be wrong 7 times in a row, right?
I think you can.
I think me becoming a fan of Tony Ferguson was the worst career move that Tony Ferguson could have ever made. All right. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty, dirty little titty. You ready? And this is just bad matchmaking. I mean, I like it, but it's really throwing Wonder Boy to the wolves after his fight with.
Well, he didn't take the fight.
Well, his opponent missed weight.
Yeah, and I believe he had a fight in the past where he said, "Fuck it, I'll fight him anyway," and lost.
Yes, Darren Till.
That's right.
So then he didn't take this fight against Michael Pieta. And I feel like this is the UFC saying, yeah, we'll pay you for that fight, but hey, here's Shavkat. Or as Colby calls him, Shit Rat.
Okay.
That's his nickname for Shavkat.
Well, cum shot was already taken.
He calls him Shit Rat, though.
That's pretty good.
All right.
So, Wonder Boy is an absolutely incredible fighter. He's got so many fucking big wins under his belt. He's an absolute monster. With all that being said, Shavkat, first round.
First round? I will take Shavkat. I will not pick the round.
Okay.
But I believe it doesn't go to decision. Because
Took a really long time to get to that.
all of Shavkat's 17-0 record, he has never gone a decision. He's finished every single fight. So I will take Shavkat, but I will not be as brash.
With all that being said, Shavkat by landslide.
All right, Alexander Pantoja in a rematch versus Brandon Raw Dog Royval. What are you thinking, guy?
Well, if I remember right, their first fight, I want to say Royval was winning and then got caught late in a choke, right?
I don't know. You're looking at me like I know.
Well, you would be the one to know here.
Well, keep talking, and I'll find out for you. How about that guy?
I think Royval's come a long way since that fight. I want to
He
say
100% has.
It's
I
been
agree with you so much.
years. And I think this one does go to a decision. Because I think
It's not a bad take.
I think Royval rights his wrongs, so to speak, on how he got caught in the first fight and ends up winning by a decision.
Wow. That's a hot take, man. I like it. So right here, he got submitted by Pantoja in the second round.
I believe he was winning up until then.
He's on a 3-fight win streak since then. I honestly thought his win over Mateus Nicolau was amazing. When did he fight Kai? Okay. So I watched that fight back, and dude, he pulled one of the slickest moves. You ever just watch MMA and you just get super turned on by a fucking move?
Yeah, every time I see a slam of any kind.
Dude, so
I get real hard.
You remember when Johnny Walker was facing, who's that Russian guy that he just faced? I can't think of his name. He just competed for the title.
Makayev. Something like that.
It's close. We'll move on. But he appears to get rocked to the face, and he like takes a step back.
Yep.
He acts like he's rocked, and then he goes up. He does a flying knee. Why can't I think of his name? He beat Anthony Smith and Kalaev.
I was close.
Yeah. So Royval did the same thing against KKF, Kai France. KKF hit him with something. Royval hit him with one of the sickest spinning back elbows that I've ever seen in my life.
I love a spinning elbow.
And dude, I've been such a big fan of him since then. And, you know,
plus he Raw Dogs, so.
Well, it was weird because back in the day he had the Raw Dog nickname, but he wasn't necessarily a household name, and Darren Till was. And then Darren Till was like making this product called Raw Dog. I forget. Let us know in the comment section. But he was trying to do this Raw Dog thing, and it was like, well, who deserves Darren Till or Brandon Royval? Now let's look at the trajectory of both of their careers right now.
Big
Darren
word.
Till is not in the fucking UFC anymore. He hasn't fought in a long time. The last time
He's selling his clothes.
Last time he did fight, he was getting knocked out by Dricus du Plessis and Derek Brunson. You know what I mean? Brandon Royval, he's on a fucking 3-fight win streak, dude.
Yeah.
I think Pantoja is amazing, but would I be surprised if Brandon Royval knocks out Pantoja? Sir, I would have to tell you I would not be.
It's going to be a submission or a decision.
Okay. So what are your final thoughts on this?
Royval. I'll give him a unanimous decision.
I'll take Pantoja.
What?
Oh,
you went on that entire rant just to pick Pantoja?
I'm a big fan of Raw Dog, Brandon Royval. Having said all of that,
There it is.
Pantoja is amazing.
Okay, fair enough.
And he's still in his prime. I mean, 33 versus 31. You see...
We won't run out of battery, he says.
Hey, well, that's a good time to know when to end the pod. You know what I mean?
Check it real quick. The little battery thing in the corner.
This?
That's a cloud.
I can't see.
Yep. 12%.
All right.
But we want to keep an eye on that.
We're at
going to lose
12%,
everything.
which is fine.
We'll lose everything. Audio, recorded screen.
Let me take a piss real quick. We don't even get a sponsor. Let me just plug this thing into the fucking thing, and we'll talk about the main event. It's called a cliffhanger, folks. You ever heard of fucking Sylvester Stallone?
I had the game for Sega.
For real?
100%.
Sega Genesis.
Yep.
Now, shoot a fucking promo.
What if I got a
ad
P2?
read on Sega Genesis real quick?
What if I have the P2?
Well, you start it. I'll finish it, okay?
But you take forever. So Sega Genesis. All right, picture this. It's 1995.
Picture this.
Don't go pee. Go pee, or I will pee on your mouth. Sega.
So we got Sega. We got Leon Edwards versus Colby Covington as the main event.
Yeah.
I believe this is out of the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas.
Did you just read that somewhere?
No.
Are you sure it wasn't right there where it says T-Mobile Arena, Paradise, Nevada?
I promise you I did not read that.
Okay. I don't know if you're going to lie.
I would admit it if I were gay, but I'm not. So let's talk about it. Leon Edwards versus Colby Chaos Covington.
You forgot Rocky.
Leon Rocky Edwards. Shut the...
Just trying to help.
I'm about to fuck you on this table.
Okay. Go on.
You know, Morning Combat, they might be called fat beach whales, or their fans might greet them as, hello, child molesters. But unlike that pod, you're not going to get another pod where the host and co-host might actually fuck each other on top of a table.
I feel like that's a weird take. Those are the last two I would see fucking each other.
It's a true take. Me and you.
Oh, yeah. But you said in another podcast that would fuck each other on a table.
I'm saying we're the only ones.
Well, then why'd you even bring them up?
Well, because their fans call them child molesters and beach whales.
What does that have to do with fucking on a table?
No, I'm saying you might find podcasts where their fans call them this, but you're not going to find a podcast where their fans can actively see them fucking on top of a table.
Sure. I'm going to...
Make me feel like the crazy one.
I'm going to say, for some reason, I understand your point, but it still makes no sense.
Well, let's take a look.
What?
So, Colby Leon, right?
Sure, I guess. Why are we here?
So, it was media day. What do you mean? Why are we here? Why are we queer?
I
get used to it.
Okay.
Let's see what Colby had to say earlier.
If you hate America so much and you don't like this country that gave you $1 billion, leave it or come deal with me. You go to China, go to these sweatshops that you employ all these laborers and use these women and pay them pennies on the dollar to make your millions. Fuck you, Luke John James. You're a coward. You're a spineless
Luke
coward.
John
You're a
James.
bitch.
Well, that has nothing to do with the fight, but that was Colby at the end of his media day calling out LeBron James.
Luke John James.
And I don't know if he fucked that up because I did read a comment because he mentioned the Chinese sweatshops, right?
Yeah.
So I did read a comment where someone was saying that Colby called him Lee Jong James. So do you think it was an act of brilliance or just a normal stutter for Colby?
I think now that you say that, I think it was. I think that was on purpose.
I don't think it was.
Did you just actively disagree with me?
Yeah, we got more. You ready?
Of course we do. Let me guess. I have to read this.
If you could.
It's a picture of the fight between.
All right, let's look at this.
What do you think of his fight against Hamzat Chimaev?
I thought he beat him. I thought he beat Cumshot. You know, he was striking him. You know, I thought he dropped him. You know, Cumshot was scared to strike with him. He didn't even hit him once. You know, look at the significant strikes that were landed. So, you know, if that was a 5-round fight, Usman would have destroyed him. He would have finished him in those championship rounds. So I thought he looked good. He took it on, 4 or 5 days' notice, you know, at 185. So up a weight class. He never fought in that weight class. So, you know, I thought he beat him. And I think a lot of the fans thought that as well.
Cumshot.
How about this, though? The oncoming friendship between Colby Covington and Kamaru Usman. Who would have seen it?
It makes sense to say oncoming, but that's not the word I would have used.
You wouldn't have seen it because you had too much cum in your eyes.
Oh, on.
All right, we got more.
Melvin's.
You hate America so much and you don't like the...
We did that one already.
Yeah, sorry. I saved that one twice.
We do a lot of research before we start our episodes.
Hey, you want to look at this?
Sure.
One for me, there are rumors that maybe Donald Trump might put the belt around you if you do win. Is there any truth to that?
There is truth to that. Donald Trump will be in attendance Saturday night, and he's going to wrap that belt around me. I love Dana White, but I've just asked Dana if, you know, he could let Donald put it around me. So, you know, it's going to be a spectacle. No, it doesn't matter who they put in there Saturday night. They could put the Hulk in there Saturday night. No one's beating me in front of Donald Trump.
Donald Duck, more like Donald Cuck, but enough about Ian Gary. You know, what do you think about what do you think about what's going to happen?
I mean, he just explained it loud and clear.
Okay,
nobody's beating him in front of Donald Trump.
So you know the main event. I know, and So you know the main event. So what do you think's going to happen? And just kind of talk through your thought process on that as I try to find a closing clip for this pod.
Sure. Thanks,
honey.
I think that
I think I might have used them all.
Yeah, probably. You tend to do that. I think
maybe this one will work.
Just go ahead.
All right. No, you go ahead.
Sure.
Well, let's look at this.
If Korn wrote 1,000 miles.
That's good, but I don't think we can play it. Go ahead.
You sure?
I think so.
I think that if you go back, Colby is a different beast when it comes to cardio and wrestling than Usman. And I think, honestly, had Colby been able to take Usman down in their second fight, I think he would have won.
Well, I thought he did win their second
I think
fight.
he did win, but I think he would have been obvious and taken, you know, a sizable win over him if he had gotten him down more.
It's one of those things in the second fight. Usman had been on such a streak as a welterweight championship. A lot of people say you have to finish the champion to beat the champion and shit. I think that's kind of what it came down to in the second fight. It was so close in both fights.
Did you just make a Ric Flair quote yours?
You have to beat the man to be the man?
Yeah.
No, but it's true.
You switched it up a little bit. I'll give you that.
It's UFC logic, though.
You
It
got
really
the
is.
homework from your buddy, and he just said, change a few words around.
Well, I'll tell you this. If Leon wins on Saturday night,
Saturday,
his grandpa is going to be running around like this.
Don't try this shit at home.
The fuck? Is that your ending clip?
No, there's more.
Anyways, back to the fucking
My
fight.
ending clip probably won't be as good as that. Sorry, go ahead.
Back to the fight. I think Colby is persistent enough, gets his takedowns, wins the control time, and therefore wins the fight. DT wrapping the belt.
Dang. Wow, but that said. Sorry, I tried to do a Donald Duck impression. It did not go great.
That was awful.
Yeah. Let's hear yours. That's better. God damn it. I honestly have no fucking idea how this is gonna. It's one of two things, right?
Okay.
Number one, Colby's gonna put pressure on, but Leon's big. He's big, man, and he has knees, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Colby putting the pressure on him and just the pace on him, and it's gonna be a 5-round decision win for Colby. But he has to significantly win 3 out of the 5 rounds, because like I just said, like Ric Flair
I heard you.
once said,
We all heard you.
to be the man, you got to beat the man, and it's the same thing when it comes to a UFC champion who's beaten one of the greatest welterweights of all time twice in a row in Kamaru Usman.
Yeah.
You have to make it significant.
I'll say this. If Leon Usman...
He might have to beat him 4 rounds to 1. Sorry.
Sure. If Leon Usman 3, Leon, if that Leon shows up, Leon's winning. Because that Leon was unstoppable. He
That
looked
was
great.
still 3 rounds to 2, though.
Still. I think he could pull it out if that Leon if the Leon Usman 2 Leon shows up, Colby wins fucking 49-47.
It's going to be interesting. It's something I don't want to place a lot of fucking bets on because I'm like...
Well, you still haven't picked one, so...
It's so hard. And with our next sponsor, Blue Chew.
Nope.
It's so hard. Let's take a look at this.
Jesus Christ.
You want to read that?
Not even a little bit.
Please.
Hi. Hey. Cool hair.
Wait, can I be the girl?
Which one's the girl?
I don't know. Which one do you think? So
obviously the blue is the girl.
Okay. So I'll be the girl.
Okay. Hi.
Hey.
Cool hair.
Thank you, you.
Sorry, I literally don't know how to talk to women. Best of luck with everything. That was worth it.
So, I will
With all
take.
that being said,
with all that being said, I'll take Leon. It's so hard.
Thanks.
Let's talk about sex. Blue Chew.
All right.
I don't like those ads.
Are we done?
Well, we're close, but I don't like those Blue Chew ads. Have you noticed all these new Blue Chew ads?
No.
Well, like literally any podcast that has Blue Chew as their sponsor, they're forced to say, and I'm guessing this is, Big Pharma, Big Blue Chew. I'm guessing they're telling them, like, you have to say, let's talk about sex. And I don't like it. I'm just like a male listener of this pod. I'm like, I don't want to talk about sex with Booker T. I don't want to talk about sex with all men podcasts that I listen to. Like it'd be one thing if I listened to like a podcast with females involved.
Yeah, right.
And they're like, let's talk about sex. I'm like, yeah, let's talk about it. But when it's Booker T, let's talk about sex. And the Harlem Heat theme is playing in the background. Bow, bow, now, bow, now. Bow, bow, now, now, now. Bow, now, 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 now. Bow, now, 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 now. Can you dig it, sucker? So, final thought.
Hulk Hogan.
Not everyone's your brother.
Nope. We coming for you.
So you think who do you think's gonna win to finish this?
I already said Colby, and you already said Leon. Why are we back here?
Well, we're back here for our finishing clip of the hit podcast.
Well,
MDATM episode 68.
Yeah.
I hope this is a good finishing clip. You know what I mean?
We'll see.
And if not, maybe you can finish me on top of this table.
All right. Well, if you're gonna keep bringing that up, I'm gonna have to do it.
Let's take a look. I feel like it's not a good clip. I have a backup clip if this one's not good. Let's take a look.
Hey guys, I'm in the Florida Everglades and I'm using my feet to attract this swamp puppy. Mr. Crocodile's coming in hot. I think he's about to yoink me. But he's just curious and he's saying hi to me. Yellow rat snake, yoink.
Hey,
I ended up getting yoinked
can
by
you
this
pay attention
sweetheart.
for
He got me on the
2.5
leg, but it
seconds?
doesn't hurt. Ooh, chameleon. Yoink. This is a little male veiled chameleon, and he'll make a fantastic pet.
Bite it.
Ooh, yoink. We got a tokay gecko. Ooh, we got another one. Yoink. Look at this juicy handful of tokay geckos. It's not easy looking for a 20-foot Burmese python, especially when you don't stage your videos. Ooh, that's a big green water snake. Yoink. She's definitely not too happy with me. How can you not love a face like that, though?
Looks like my
Tropical orb weaver. Boop.
Boop.
Look at that juicy cottonmouth. You gotta watch your step out here. Ooh, this python doesn't know what's coming for him. Finally, we got one.
Hey.
Yoink. Hey, guys, I'm in the Florida.
Yeah.
So that was the thing with this guy. He likes to yoink things.
Yoink.
And he disrespects his surroundings.
He doesn't give a fuck, dude.
Well,
hey, $20 says that guy's from Florida.
Well, I feel like you could relate to that because you also like to disrespect your surroundings. Because you disrespected all of our surroundings while I was playing that clip. You're looking at Angry Birds on your phone. So, unfortunately, now I have to play another ending clip.
All right.
And this one's probably worse.
I don't know why you're projecting your bad clip pick on me, but sure, go ahead.
Hey. Let's look at this.
Well, that ain't right. It's
Let's
fake.
see if I could zoom. That's fake.
No, it ain't.
That's a drone.
A drone can't go that high, bro.
Don't underestimate.
What is that?
That ain't no fucking plane, you asshole.
No fucking plane, Santa Claus.
I actually like this one better.
Yo, it's moving.
It's going back and forth.
It's going up.
Yep, it's going up.
Fuck you, it's going up. You can't get no light out of that on no fucking plane. Planes go up, don't they? Not
You're
like
disrespecting.
That. Yes, they do.
Watching it.
What does Joe have you convinced it's a Do you see all the sections? Look at it. You convinced it's a space. Asshole, look!
That ain't no fucking plane.
And this has been Maddie Daddy in the Midget podcast. Episode 68. You're disrespecting your surroundings.
I'm being a hype man.
Or shit, I fucked that up. I am Maddie Daddy.
Nope, do a different one. Change it.
Yoink. Simonson, and I'm here with
Jake. That ain't no fucking plane. The Midget Hill spec.
Man, you thought long and hard about that one. Speaking of long and hard, you're disrespecting our audience again.
Well, we're still here. So
this is episode 68. I hope you tune in to watch UFC 296 this weekend. And we also hope you have a Merry fucking Christmas.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about that
I
much
told you.
in this episode. Your wife's calling.
Yeah, 7 text messages.
You want to sign them out?
Yeah. We'll catch you fuckers next time. Send help.
Jesus.
Thanks.
You want to answer that?
Nah, I think I'll just get arrested for public indecency. Only need about 20 seconds.
Yoink.
Matty Daddy and the Midget Podcast. Matty Daddy and the Midget Podcast. Matty Daddy and the Midget Podcast. Matty Daddy and the Midget Podcast.
I'm pregnant. I do not want to touch his ass.